My dear students, welcome back. A very good morning to one and all. I hope you and everything is fine and safe around you. Coming to the database management systems course. In today's session, we will cover the data models. In the data models, already we covered in the previous sessions. The first one is hierarchical model and the second one is network model. In today's session, we will concentrate on entity relationship model. So that is one type of data model. Actually, the first DBMS model is hierarchical model. Based on the disadvantages of hierarchical model, we will move to the network model. So in the network model also we have the disadvantages. Based on the disadvantages of network model, we will move to the entity relationship model. In today's session, we will concentrate on entity relationship model. What are the features of entity relationship model? What are the advantages and disadvantages of entity relationship model? Before we will move to the entity relationship model, first we will know about the data model. Already we have discussed what is the meaning of data model, but we will cover once again. What is the meaning of data model? Actually, this is the final structure after complete the implementation of the database. Okay, so here in the data model we will see, we will actually, this gives an idea about how the final system will look like after its complete implementation. Actually, it defines the elements and the relationships between the elements. Data models are used to show how the data is stored, how the data is connected, how the data is accessed, and how the updated in the database management system. This is the information about data model. Now we will move to the hierarchical model. Okay. Now we will move to the entity relationship model. If you want any information regarding the hierarchical model and network model, please watch my previous videos. Those are available in the YouTube. Okay, now we will discuss about the entity relationship model. So what is the entity relationship model? Why, what is the use of this model? Okay, actually this is simply called as ER model. This is a high level data model. Okay, actually here we have three categories of data models: high level, medium level, low level. In the previous sessions we covered hierarchical model and network model. Those are the medium level. Okay, so the entity relationship model is the high level data model. Why we are using, what is the use of ER model, what is the representation? Actually here in this particular model we represent the real world examples, real world problems in the form of pictorial form. That means in the form of graphical representation or photographic representation. Why? Because easy to understand the stakeholders. Okay, here our aim is, here the entity relationship model aim is to understand the stakeholders easily with the help of these representations. Okay, so that is the pictorial form. Actually it is very easy for the developers to understand the system by just looking at the ER diagram. We will observe the ER diagram, then the developers are also very easy to understand about the system, because here in this diagram each and entity is clearly mentioned. What are the attributes of each entity, what is the relation between each entity? Okay, in this particular diagram clearly mentioned those things. That's why the developers are, in the developers point of view, it is very easy to understand the system. Actually the ER diagram as a visual tool, we use the ER diagram as a visual tool to represent the ER model. Okay, so actually this is working based on the three components. What are the three components? Entities, attributes, and the relationship. What is the meaning of entities, what is the meaning of attributes, and what is the meaning of relationships? Now we will discuss about those 3 points. What is the entity? Actually here please observe the diagram. The entity is represented in the form of a rectangle, the attribute is represented in the form of circles, the relationship is represented in the form of rhombus. Okay, please remember these 3 points. These 3 points are enough, but we have here 8 or 9 representations, but we don't want that much type of representations. As a computer science students, as a bachelor of technology student, these 3 representations are enough. Okay, now we will discuss what is the meaning of entity. Entity is any real world thing, any real object. మనకి కనపడే ప్రతిదీ కూడా ఎంటిటీయే. సపోజ్ వీ విల్ కన్సిడర్ ద క్లాస్ రూమ్. వాట్ ఆర్ ద క్లాస్ రూమ్ అవైలబుల్ ఎంటిటీస్? బ్లాక్ బోర్డ్, స్టూడెంట్ ఈజ్ అన్ ఎంటిటీ, బెంచెస్ ఆర్ అన్ ఎంటిటీ, విండో ఈజ్ అన్ ఎంటిటీ, ఓకే, డోర్ ఈజ్ అన్ ఎంటిటీ, ఫ్యాన్ ఈజ్ అన్ ఎంటిటీ, ట్యూబ్ లైట్ ఈజ్ అన్ ఎంటిటీ. మనకి కనపడే ప్రతిదీ కూడా ఎంటిటీయే. సపోజ్ ఇట్ కెన్ బి ఏ పర్సన్, ప్లేస్ ఆర్ ఈవెన్ ఏ కాన్సెప్ట్. ఓకే, I hope all of you understand about the entities. Okay, so here I will consider one example. Teachers, students, course, building, departments are some of the entities of a school management system. Okay, so that is the meaning of entity. Now we will move to the attribute. Here the attribute says that the entity parts. Okay, suppose we will consider the student as an entity. So what is the student attributes here? Student registration number, student name, student gender, student age, student branch. Those are the attributes. An entity contains a real world property called attribute. This is the characteristics of the attribute. Here the entity teacher has a property. Here I will consider the example as a teacher. So teacher ID, salary, age, etc. are the attributes. What is the meaning of relationship? Here suppose I will consider one student and one faculty. What is the relationship between student and faculty? What is the relationship between faculty and student? Here the faculty teaches the students. Okay, every student respects the faculty. That's the relation. So here the relationship tells how two entities are related. Two entities ఎలాంటి రిలేషన్షిప్ మెయింటైన్ చేస్తున్నాయో చెప్పేది రిలేషన్షిప్. సో హియర్ ఐ విల్ కన్సిడర్ ద ఎగ్జాంపుల్. టీచర్ వర్క్స్ ఫర్ ద డిపార్ట్మెంట్. హియర్ ద రిలేషన్ బిట్వీన్ టీచర్ అండ్ డిపార్ట్మెంట్ ఈజ్ వర్క్స్ ఫర్ ఏ. ఓకే, టీచర్ వర్క్స్ ఫర్ ఏ డిపార్ట్మెంట్. What are the different symbols we are used in the entity relationship model? First 3 symbols are enough as a Bachelor of Technology student. The rectangle represents the entity. Already the previous diagram also we are seeing. Okay, please observe the bottom diagram. Rectangle represents the entity, circle represents the attribute, rhombus represents the relationship. Okay, those are the first 3 symbols. After that, double rectangle represents the weak entity. What is the meaning of weak entity and strong entity? So weak entity means entity is a real world object. Suppose we will consider the classroom. What are the entities available in the classroom? Teacher, student, blackboard. Suppose క్లాస్రూమ్లో ఉన్న స్టూడెంట్స్ ఎక్కడికి చేంజ్ అవ్వరు. సో ఆ పర్టికులర్ క్లాస్కి 5 ఫ్యాకల్టీ వస్తారు. సో హియర్ వాట్ ఈస్ ద వీక్ ఎంటిటీ, వాట్ ఈస్ ద స్ట్రాంగ్ ఎంటిటీ? సో అక్కడ స్టూడెంట్స్ ఎవ్వరూ కూడా చేంజ్ అవ్వరు. మార్నింగ్ 9 నుంచి 4 వరకు అక్కడే కూర్చుంటారు. బట్ ఒక్కొక్క అవరు ఒక్కొక్క ఫ్యాకల్టీ వస్తారు. సో ద రిలేషన్షిప్ బిట్వీన్ ద క్లాస్ రూమ్ అండ్ టీచర్ ఈజ్ ద, ఇట్ మెయింటైన్స్ ద వీక్ ఎంటిటీ. సో హియర్ ద టీచర్ ఈజ్ ద వీక్ ఎంటిటీ బికాస్ ఓన్లీ 9 to 4 అంటే 7 అవర్స్లో 1 అవర్ మాత్రమే ఆ పర్టికులర్ క్లాస్ రూమ్తో ఇంటరాక్షన్ ఉంటుంది. ఓకే, 7 అవర్స్ స్టూడెంట్స్కి ఇంటరాక్షన్ ఉంటుంది ఆ పర్టికులర్ క్లాస్ రూము. బట్ హియర్ ద టీచర్ ఇంటరాక్షన్ బిట్వీన్ ద క్లాస్ రూమ్ విత్ ద క్లాస్ రూమ్ ఈజ్ ఓన్లీ 1 అవర్. So that's why here the teacher has a weak entity. I hope all of you understand about the weak entity. Okay, so similarly the double rhombus represents the weak entity relationship. Double circle represents the multi-valued attribute. What is the meaning of multi-valued? Suppose we will consider the please give me your phone number. Okay, so nowadays each and every person maintains the 2 numbers. Okay, that means here two attributes, two phone numbers means two attributes. Okay, so అక్కడ more than one answer కనుక అవైలబుల్గా ఉంటే that maintains the multi-valued attribute. Okay, so suppose please give me your address. At the time of address, we will ask what is the your permanent address and present address. Okay, so more than one answer is available. In that situation, we are using the multi-valued attributes. In the circle, underline is denoted, then that is considered as key attribute. We will give the first preference to that attribute. Here in the next coming slides we will discuss some examples also. In that examples you will understand everything. Okay, here the composite attribute, maximum we are not using the composite attributes. Okay, please just remember. Okay, these are the ER diagram symbols. Now we will move to the example. Here I will consider one small example. So already we know what is the representation. Rectangle represents the entity. Okay, here we have two entities, teacher and departments. Here one relationship between teacher and department is works for. So this table, this diagram name is teacher works for the department. Okay, so here what are the attributes of teacher? So the circle represents the attributes. The attributes of teacher is teacher name, teacher ID, mobile number, age, salary are the attributes of teacher. Coming to the department attributes, here the department ID, department name are the attributes. Already we know the symbols. Rectangle represents the entity, circle represents the circle or rounded circle, anything. Okay, that is represent the attributes. Rhombus represents the relationship. Okay, this is the example. Here we will consider only the small, only the first three relations. Okay, please observe the first three relationship symbols. The first three symbols, with the help of first three symbols, here we will discuss about this particular example. Now we will move to the another example. Here also I will consider two entities. The rectangle represents the entity student, college. What is the relation between student and college here? Student study in college. So that's why we will call this ER diagram name as student study in college. What are the attribute names of student? Student ID, student name, student address. What are the attribute names of college here? College ID, college name. Okay, this is the explanation about this example. Now we will see another example. Here I will consider only one entity. Here the entity is employee. What are the attributes of employee here? Employee ID, first name, last name, salary. Once please observe the four attributes. These four attributes are the same preferences. Any difference? Please observe. Here the difference, first name, last name, salary and employee ID. Please observe the difference. Here we will consider the employee ID. Here we will underline the employee ID. My dear students, please observe. Employee ID కింద underline చేసాం. What is the meaning of underline here? Key attribute. So here employee ID is the key attribute. Why we will give the preference for the employee ID? Because suppose we will consider the first names of employees. Suppose we will consider one classroom. The student names are suppose 60 students are available in the classroom. With the first name Sai, definitely more than one Sai is available with the first name. Okay, suppose we will consider the last name G, definitely more than one last name as G. Suppose we will consider the salary, definitely in each and every department. Suppose we will consider the example salary 20,000, definitely 20,000 salary తీసుకునే వాళ్ళు more than one ఉంటారు. But the employee ID, okay, each employee maintains separate employee ID. That's why In this particular example, I will consider the key attribute as employee ID. My dear students, please observe the difference between normal attribute and key attribute. Key attribute. Okay. Now we will consider the example 4. Here also I will consider the key attributes. Here the entities are ATM, transactions. Here the relationship I will consider as weak relationship because the ATM transactions maintains the weak relationship. Okay, so that's why I will consider the double rhombus for the relationship. Here I will consider the key attribute of ATM as ATM ID and key attribute of transactions as transaction number. Okay, so rectangle represents the entity, rhombus represents the relationship, double rhombus represents the weak relationship, circle represents the attribute, circle with underscore represents the, with underline represents the key attribute. So another example, here I will consider lot of entities. Please observe, my dear students. In this particular example, I will consider the entities, relationships, attributes, key attributes, and double circle also I will consider. Okay, for the department attribute, department entity, I will consider the attribute name as location. In that location, I will consider the location as multi-valued attribute. Double circle means multi-valued attribute. Please observe the another entity also, employee. In the employee entity, I will consider the skills of employee. Skills means skills ante definitely more than one skill ఉండొచ్చమ్మా. That's why here the employee skills, department location. Location అంటే ప్రజెంట్ అడ్రస్ ఉండొచ్చు, లేకపోతే పర్మనెంట్ అడ్రస్ ఉండొచ్చు, లేకపోతే ఆ డిపార్ట్మెంట్లోనే తనకి 2 క్యాబిన్స్ ఉండొచ్చు. ఓకేనా? సో లొకేషన్ పాయింట్ ఆఫ్ వ్యూలో మోర్ దెన్ వన్ ఆప్షన్ ఉంది కాబట్టి ఐ విల్ కన్సిడర్ ద మల్టీ వాల్యూడ్ అట్రిబ్యూట్. ఓకే, ఐ హోప్ ఆల్ ఆఫ్ యూ అండర్స్టాండ్ అబౌట్ ద attribute, key attribute, multi-valued attribute. Okay, normal attribute represents with the help of circle, key attribute represents with the help of circle with underline, multi-valued attribute represents the double circle. Now we will move to the features of ER model. Actually the ER model is a pictorial representation, that means the graphical representation. That's why this is one of the feature of ER model for better understanding. It is very easy and simple to understand, so it can be used by the developers to communicate with the stakeholders. Already we have covered this point at the time of explanation. So as a developer, the graphical representation is very helpful to implement the programs, anything. Okay, with the help of this graphical representation they will understand everything. What is the meaning of entity, what are the attributes are available in that entity. Okay, what is the relationship between entity, all the things are represented in the form of graphs. That's why as a developer it is very easy to implement the programs. So that's why this is one of the feature. ER diagram. Actually ER diagram is used as a visual tool for represent the model. So here this is one type of data model. Here we are using the entity relationship model. So here we are using so many symbols, so it is used as a visual tool. So that's why this is one of the feature of entity relationship model. Another feature of entity relationship model is the database design. Okay, so this model helps the database designers to build the database. Actually this is very helpful for the developers point of view and as well as designing point of view, because with the help of 7 or 8 symbols he will construct any diagram, any relationship, any entity relationship maintains. So actually and is widely used as a database design. These 3 are the features of ER model. Now we will move to the advantages of ER model. It is very simple. effective communication tool, easy conversion to any model. Simple. Actually, the ER model is very simple. Conceptually, it is very easy to build it. If we know the relationship between the attributes, we know the relationship between the entities, we can easily build the entity relationship diagram for the model. Previously, we are discussing about the hierarchical model and network model based on the disadvantages of network model. Actually, one of the disadvantage in the network model is to maintain the relationship is complex. That's why we will move to the entity relationship model. But here the maintaining the relationship is very simple. Okay. So next coming to the another advantage. Here the entity relationship model maintains the communication effective communication tool. Okay, actually it is used widely by the database designers for communicating their ideas, because with the help of this diagram they will know everything, what is the relationship, what are the entities, what are the attributes available. That's why this is one of the advantage. Easy conversion to any model. With the help of entity relationship model, we will convert to any hierarchical model or network model. Actually, this model maps well to the relational model and can be easily converted to the relational model by converting the ER model to the table. Actually, the relational model means the table format. This model can also be converted to any other model like network model, hierarchical model. So these are the advantages of entity relationship model. Now we will discuss about the disadvantages. Actually, the one of the disadvantage of entity relationship is here the entity relationship model do not consider any industry standards for the notations. So that's why this is the one of the disadvantage. There is no industry standards for developing an entity relationship model. So one developer might use notations which are not understood by other developers. Okay, that's why this is one of the disadvantage. Coming to the another disadvantage, it maintains the information as hidden. Definitely it loses some data. That's why this is the disadvantage of entity relationship model. Actually, here some information might be lost or hidden in the entity relationship model, as it is a high level view, so there are chances that some details of information might be hidden. Definitely the hidden data means losing some information. That's why definitely here we lost some information. Based on these two disadvantages, now we will move to another data model. Okay, in the next session we will discuss another data model. Until now, please take care. Thank you for watching. Thank you.